Donald Trump was on the rally binge this week on Wednesday, folks, doing rallies in both Michigan and, of course, Waukesha, Wisconsin. And during his rally in Wisconsin, which happened to be the very first rally, he came across as both confused and possibly a little off his rocker because he couldn't stop slurring his words. At one point, he went on a rant about master lock, you know, the lock. Like, he just started ranting and raving about these locks. But it was the slurring that really caught people's attention because this is something that's been happening more and more frequently with him. At one point he said, talking about Biden's infrastructure plan, he said, fake infrastructure, per a package of infrastructure. Now, I did not misread that. If you want to hear it again, fake infrastructure, a package of infrastructure. Now, does that sound like the kind of guy who is, as he says, a very stable genius? Does that sound like something you would hear from a guy that could totally ace every cognitive test put in front of him? No. It sounds like a guy who is mentally slipping. A guy that's been stuck in a courtroom for, 3.5 weeks at this point, who is a little slow. Maybe the trial is getting to him. Maybe, as mental health experts have been pointing out since the trial began, this anxiety, this stress, the anger that he is feeling is causing his already feeble cognitive state to decline even further. But another very interesting thing happened, because in that Wisconsin rally, again, that was the first of two of that day, in that Wisconsin rally, he tells the crowd, like, isn't it great to have a president that doesn't have to read from a teleprompter? Well, then that leads us over into Michigan, where Donald Trump was trying to read off a teleprompter before the teleprompter malfunctioned, which then caused Donald Trump to completely malfunction. So here is the clip of that. Again, just hours after he said, I don't need a teleprompter, and then he panics because his teleprompters go out. Take a look.
Because this teleprompter is facing you, not facing. These teleprompters are just gonzo, folks. They're gonzo. I hate to use the word folks. Cross out the word folks. You ever hear Biden? Every other word is folks. Okay, folks. It's like a nervous habit. I don't use the word folks.
So not only is he not able to continue going with his little speech when his teleprompters go out, but then he goes off script. He's like, okay, you know what? I don't even need these. I can talk on my own. And let me tell you how much I don't like the word folks, right? Folks. Biden uses the word folks. I don't want to take that word out of our vocabulary, folks. I mean, people, other human beings over there writing my scripts for me that I apparently can't even read. This is the guy. This is the guy that Republicans are looking at and saying, oh yeah, let's put him back in the White House for 4 more years. Now listen, I have worked in live TV. I have worked in, live to tape TV. And I know how difficult it can be, because I've done it myself too, when a teleprompter goes out. But I have seen really talented people who are good at public speaking. That teleprompter can malfunction and they can keep going and not miss a beat whatsoever. It's the people who are 100% glued to that teleprompter, where if there's any kind of lag on it or they get to that bottom line and it hasn't scrolled up, or, the screen goes blank, they go blank. Those are people that cannot think for themselves. Those are people who are not quick on their feet. And those are people who honestly shouldn't even be in a position where they have to read off a teleprompter because, frankly, they're just not good at it. Donald Trump is one of those people. I understand that his people, his campaign, they want to keep him on script because they know if they don't, he's going to start talking about locks and words that he doesn't like. But sometimes you got to just let him go, because when that teleprompter malfunctions, it creates even more problems and makes him look even dumber than if he'd never had it at all. Hey everybody, I don't know if you've noticed this, but we are closing in on a pretty major milestone here at Fair and Balanced as we approach 500,000 subscribers. But we're not there yet, and we definitely need your support. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel, and don't forget, like, and comment on the videos and share them as widely as possible.